interesting here is the lineup TBL is bringing to the game. The double Chronos Ra should result in a more interesting matchup. Alright, to the right we've got TBL with the Ra Chronos lineup. And then to the left we've got TSM with the Urano Zeus lineup that they've been using every single game we've seen on Mediterranean. So I think this is like the third TSM matchup I've casted today. So they've chosen Mediterranean as their home map every time and gone with the same lineup. So expecting more of the same from them. Sorry, I'm just turned on the US soccer match in the background, so I'm glued to the last 5 minutes of that a bit, and it's affecting my casting. Alright, back to the actual Age of Mythology game. Big thing, as always, town center's in water range. It looks like Red's third's in water range. I think his second safe. Blue's starting town center is almost in water range. I think that's just barely out of water range. This, I think, is in water range. It's too hard to tell here yet, but I think this is in water range. This actually looks safe, depending on how the water curves there. In water range here, so quite a few town centers in water range is the gist of that. The big thing to watch, though, is obviously going to be TL in purple, the double Chronos. What are they going to do? What's TBL got planned? If they've watched any of TSM's previous matchups, they know how TSM likes to play this matchup. They play the same map and same Civ combo for all their home games, so what's TBL going to do to counter it? My first thoughts is the double Chronos. They've got the double deconstruct, so especially against another Atlantean player, the Atlantean player is going to have at most 2 docks, or not at most, they will have 2 docks. So double deconstruct right as you get classical against both are not a huge fan of that deconstruct, because Red's just going to rebuild right away. He loses all of these ships are gathering fish as it is. This one's getting delayed a bit, so he delayed this fishing ship for 10 seconds, and that was it. Deconstruct doesn't take away the resources from the building, it just deconstructs it, gives the resources back to your opponent and makes them have to rebuild the building. So that deconstructed virtually nothing to Red other than the villager walking time, and that one fishing ship got hung up, but the other 2 were still fishing the entire time, so kind of waste. What I was talking about before they wasted deconstruct was using both deconstructs on the Uranos player right as you get classical. That way you completely shut down his production. If you have ships in position, you can even keep them from rebuilding a 3rd dock right away, and basically completely knock the opposing Uranos player off of water with the double deconstructs from the Chronos. But now that they used the deconstruct here, the timing won't be up. I do see time shift, so another option would be to quickly take it out by land. So see one temple. Where's purple's temple going? Interesting. Teal forward built his temple significantly, while purple does it at a much more conservative location. Still forward, but not as immediate. Teal's not going to be able to stop that 2nd dock from going up in time. I missed where the other deconstruct was cast. Neither player has deconstruct up, so again, if they both had deconstruct now, just bam bam, red stockless, red can't make arrow ships. You then can control the land, harass red's villagers on land potentially. That with arrow ships, and you can potentially stop red from even getting another dock up period, completely knock red off the water, and then end up fighting water 3 versus 2 as a result. So I was hoping that was what TBL had planned, but now they're just gonna be in for a dogfight water, in which they're got added disadvantage because they don't have the shockwave or the restorations that their opponent has. Mic is muted. Oh my gosh. I've been so good about it all day. So, sorry about that. So, gist of it is, I think TBL got the leg up in terms of switching to land town centers earlier. That said, I thought they were losing water, and I still think they're losing water, but they're still fishing, so they haven't lost it clean yet, so that's working in their favor, especially with the fact that all of them have 3 town centers on land. Seattle MC's finishing his third up, but Purple's had his 3 town centers for a while. Green as well, whereas a lot of the TSM players are just getting their town centers now. Atlantis is just getting his second and third now. Yellow still hasn't taken his forward town center, which worries me extremely. If I had to pick one concern for TSM in this game right now, it's Yellow. He's got the lowest score in the game, and he hasn't done anything to lock down his third town center, secure that or fortify that position. If Green were to get heroic soon, and push forward, that would be big trouble for Yellow. Even if Purple, like I said, early on, I would have loved for Purple to have shifted his buildings and help Green fortify this town center. Blue's not going to be able to back up Yellow as quickly as Purple can back up Green, so I would have loved to have seen them double up on the bottom here and take that 4th town center, get that advantage. Still some fighting, and again, something I said earlier, once you lose water, you don't just want to let your ships die to your opponent for nothing. You're better off running away from fights once you're at a disadvantage, and then just counter-raiding and killing as many fishing ships as you can. They're basically the equivalent of villagers, so if you can counter-raid and kill as villagers, then definitely worth it. So yeah, again, sorry about the mic thing, and thanks for reminding me. Got a wireless headset, so I muted on the headset, and then I can't see that it's muted. I need to figure out a better setup, because when I've streamed on my own, that happens all the time. So a lot going on, but biggest takeaway, 14 minutes in and Yellow's taking his 3rd town center with 5 villagers and 2 heroes. That, seriously, if Purple had dedicated his resources or army to supporting bottom, they could have kept Yellow from getting that town center up and taken a advantage population wise as a result. Wasted opportunity for TBL. Meanwhile, up top, Red's basically killing him 2 versus 1. Not sure what happened there. Red just beat him to the punch military-wise, but I guess Teal's got some army back here, but Red pushing out. Thing to note though is Purple is heroic at least, so if he gets out his destroyers, they could potentially push Red in. Although Blue looks like he's building up there. Still like the Egyptian on the Greek, especially with Fen not having the greatest economy. He got his fishing harassed a lot early on, so Tesla still has the ability to do some damage down here with a siege chariot archer push. Although he's raw, so he doesn't have the advantage of Ancestor's Eclipse. Look at that Mikkel just wrecking Odysseus. Okay, so there we see the fast heroic from purple coming into play. Red was pushed way forward, and purple just came from the side there with the behemoths, and probably could have easily taken out Red's town center without that ceasefire. Can't build the palace during the ceasefire, but again, with purple being heroic, you can shift the palace, right? And even build the palace over here and then shift it over here, but I'd love to see Mythic already for purple. Damn, like I said, purple took the 3 town centers on land before anybody else, so I think we're seeing that quick land transition come into play with the fact that he's Mythic already. Goes the Vortex route, so it's not going to be a directly offensive god power, but I'd love to see purple port down here, especially with the Behemoth, plus his Mythic unit, acting as a really strong siege unit. Purple can shift anywhere on the map right now and kill a town center. He could shift to a back town center and kill that. It's not like purple's got a classical army that's going to struggle against building. He's got the army strength and power to take something out, so they've got red and blue turtled in here, a lot of distance to go before he gets to Teal's town center. I'd love to see purple Vortex to the bottom here. Please Vortex to the bottom here and take out yellow's town center. I swear if I could message him right now, I'd be like, purple, port to the bottom town center. Yellow's got no heroes, your myth units will just kill whatever you want. Although they are killing red's town center, so they're pushing here, but I don't think their push is going to be half as effective as if they went to the bottom and just absolutely wrecked. Oh, please, I guess green's doing fine as it is, but yeah, with this many crocs and chariot archers, plus 4 siege towers, green technically should be able to roll over yellow by himself, but especially with yellow having all his production this far forward, if purple had ported there, or even ported into one of yellow's back town centers, he could have absolutely knocked yellow out of the game. Whereas here, you've still got a stalemated fight. You're fighting a Greek and another Atlantean with full armies in a choke point area, so you're not going to do as much crippling damage. You're just going to be trading units if you're purple. Whereas using the Vortex to port to a back town center to yellow when he's got nothing, all his production's forward, you just can knock yellow out of the game and claim the win with the Vortex. I still think TBL is in the lead at the moment right now, but please, yes! Yes! Where? 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 Huh? Huh? Help me somebody, where did he port to, damn it? Okay. Okay, blue must have used Underworld. I completely missed the Underworld, I just caught the Vortex. Whose Implode was that? So Teal used the Implode on the Underworld, I'm guessing. How did green get there so quickly is what I'm wondering. Did green see it coming or something? I completely missed that Underworld, I'm sorry. What that does do is it buy yellow's time, because green had yellow absolutely checkmated with 4 or 5 siege towers plus all the crocs and chariots to kill the heroes. Yellow couldn't have done anything against green's push, so that does buy yellow some time to live against green. The other thing with purple vortexing back here, he's now got to run his army forward. Green better find these crocs, that's a lot of population just sitting around. 12 population, add in the priest, and that Brings it up to 14 population here. Purple even has a unit. Again, for any players who don't have an idle military button, especially if you play a team game, get that button, or figure out how to bind that hotkey, because it's extremely helpful in situations like this where you might have units all over the map just sitting, taking up population. Just few quick clicks of the idle military button and you can find the units like these crocs. Looks like green found them relatively quickly, so good job by Tesla. Also good job by Teal. He's fighting 2 versus 1 and steelmating it basically. I'd like to see the counter Titan from Teal. I don't know if... Okay. Oh, wow. Awesome trader taking the Colossi. Very nice vortex with the behemoths as well. If he can get those behemoths on the Titan gate, he might be able to bring it down. 2 behemoths are going to kill that Titan gate. The behemoths are still full health. This Titan gate's going to go down. Nicely done. Where's Green's army? Are the crocs still slowly waddling their way up? Yep. Titan here. Yellow's not going to be holding this. And then having the 4 crocs are going to make green trade super effectively against Yellow's army. I don't even see any heroes. Yeah. Yellow gets the Jason out, but if green focuses it, Jason's not going to do anything. It's not even the Titan they need to worry about, it's all these crocs killing the human units. For as strong as winning water or Blue's economy, player's been a little disappointing this game in that he's kind of just been here supporting red but hasn't really done much. They haven't pushed out up here. Typically the Greek should have an advantage over the Atlanteans military-wise on land, especially if you win water, but again, I think it all comes back to the situation of TBL switching to land town centers much faster. So I've got the stream open in another window and it's lagging for me a bit too, so I don't know what's going on. It does say I have a few dropped frames. Try to play around streaming some before I stream the RTSL action next week. Although the game just lagged a little now. You see Seattle MC with the yellow shield, so maybe some of it's game related, but I'll play with my stream settings. Actually the game is lagging a bit, so I don't know if it's stream or game, but I'll try to optimize my stream settings before next week. See if I can deal with the window issue I have with Woobly as well. In-game lobbies not showing. Alright, back to the action. If Green can get this town center up, he's going to be in an awesome position, especially as Raw with mercenaries. The only way Yellow's going to stop it is if that Colossi gets in range, which it's about to. Tornado. Okay. Green uses Tornado up here. No real siege units to back it up, so it also didn't really take out any military units, so I like to see Tornado saved a bit and used when purple and teal are pushing, and then blue and red have armies back here. Tornado's a lot more effective when you can use it against units and buildings rather than just buildings like green just did. Yellow was struggling mightily against green to begin with, but having the Titan added to the battle as well, killing green's or yellow's town centers doesn't help, but nice micro from yellow and blue, having all their heroes focus this Titan down, it's gonna die really quickly. Is even gonna be able to finish off that town center? Is it gonna be close? Oh! 1 HP and the Titan finishes off the town center. That sucks for yellow. That's gonna put him even further behind. Green's got this forward town center and his raw mercenary spam. Underworld going down up top here to counter TL's Titan. This actually looks extremely good. Some pathing issues, but I don't see how this Titan gate lives. Meanwhile, the town center that got hit by tornado is still standing strong, so up top I still give the upper hand to TSM, especially now that they're gonna get potentially 2 Titans out, whereas Teal's on the verge of losing his Titan. Okay, purple coming in here. They actually... It looks like teal and purple will be able to save this Titan gate now that the Colossus is down. They've got all their units here. Blue and yellow trying to send units through, and more siege coming for blue. Tower spam here, but biggest issue for blue is the pathing. The underworlds are blocked by these 2 buildings from teal, so all the units have to go through this little choke point, which with units from teal and purple there, it's preventing the Colossi and the siege from getting to the Titan gate, so it looks like teal might be able to hold. Red vortexes around the little choke point almost. Trying to focus down the villagers now. Other big thing here, which is unintended but having a huge impact, is the trade caravan jam. That's gonna have a huge impact. As the raw player, you need your trade and you want to spam mercenary, so the fact that all of it's getting blocked here can actually give yellow second life against Tesla down here. Yellow's still massively behind, but if green doesn't fix his trade soon, he's going to be in trouble. Meanwhile, this Titan Underworld Passage still hasn't gone down. I'd like to see TL focus it. They need to stop the reinforcements, but yellow's got several villagers here that can repair that Underworld in 2 seconds. Green still hasn't fixed his trade. All he needs to do is send it to this town center. He's still got a long enough route that'll get gold plus the team bonus, but if Green doesn't unstick it at the moment, he's gonna find himself gold starved and in a tough position, especially as 2 Titans are coming out from TSM. Red also back through with reinforcements, is just gonna start slaughtering villagers and caravans. Again, the Underworld Passage is back up to full health. Alright, it looks like Green finally realizes what's going on and is trying to get his trade going again. The Titan also finishes for TL, so that's going to be the end of the Underworld Passage now. They'll also be able to clear out all these towers despite not having siege. The Titan will be able to handle that. Okay, TL actually built the Titan gate at his forward town center, so I was worried about Red's Titan being able to take out TL's forward before TL responded, but this is TL's forward, so he's not going to lose the town center to Red's Titan, so that's good. Big thing is yellow getting his Titan out here and pushing bottom, add in the fact that the siege ships just took out this forward town center of Green's, and Green is going to be in a tough spot soon. Again, he's raw, so he doesn't have the Nephis priest to deal with the Titan, the cheaper priest, and then the priest that do more damage, so... especially also losing his trade for a good 2 or 3 minutes. It's gonna hurt green as well. Still hasn't even gotten... Okay, so green was trading to teal's forward town center, so... That's usually a bit risky. Usually you want to play it safe and trade to your teammates' starting town center. Just because the forward one's a lot more likely to come under siege, and if it comes under siege you can get your trade stuck and stuff, so... Is teal also trading to his own town center? Am I seeing that right? Where's teal's trade going? Yeah, sorry, I'm missing the action so I can follow teal's trade, but I'm confused. It looks like he's sending trade to his own town center, which is a big no-no in team games. Behemoth raid from purple, but behemoths kind of struggle as the game gets on. They don't have the best pierce armor or hack armor in the world, so they're also melee, so they might be able to take it down because it's an Elanian town center, but it's not going to do too much damage. Doesn't even look like they'll get the town center. Not a lot of heroes out for green here. A lot of camels, but camels don't do a lot of damage against titans, so... Especially if the titan attacks back, he's just gonna kill all those camels instantly and extremely cost effectively. You're throwing away 1,000 resources, or thousands of resources for 2 titan hits if you've got your camels beating on it. Green needs to get heroes out. Heroes and even mercenaries are helpful. But again, I'm wondering if green's gold starved. He's also not empowering his market again. We saw this the other week from Tesla as well. Inexcusable as raw. Never, like, even if you're the other Egyptians, you should still be empowering your market with the pharaoh, but if you're raw and have the option of doing it with priest as well, there's just no excuse not to be doing it. It's a 20% bonus, 20% more gold, 20% more mercenaries, just for having a 2 population priest on your market. There's no reason to forget that. So I missed the Titan fight out here, but it looks like teal's Titan got cleared out, whereas red's Titan has about 1,000 HP left. Teal's got heroes on it though, so might kill a building or tower or 2, but it's not going to kill a town center or shift the field of battle significantly. Looks like green finally getting some priests out. Still a lot of HP left for yellow's Titan, and then killing villagers is always nice. Get the mercenary spam going for green again. Yellow I still think doesn't have much of an economy. I think that Titan just crippled him, especially his food economy. I guess he's got some farms back here, but usually you wrap your farms around the town center, so when a Titan goes to kill the town center, the splash damage ends up killing the farms and kind of wrecking your food economy. So I think that's what happened to yellow a bit. They have been doing a good job of harassing this town center greens with ships though. That's bought them some time, but up here we see TSM starting to push back. With the Greek Atlantean versus double Atlantean, the Greek's gonna have the advantage. Did green go for a Titan gate himself and lose it, or does green still have his Titan available to him? I know blue's Titan got killed, red's Titan died up top, teal's Titan died up top, purple's Titan died down here to yellow, yellow's Titan's right here. Did green make the move for a Titan? Anybody? Chat, did anybody notice if green built a Titan at any point? The constant back and forth over water. Green continuing to merc spam as raw, which he should. Although losing this town center, now green no longer has a forward town center to merc spam with, and he's still got half a Titan to deal with. He's also not going to be able to get that town center up with the ships here still. I'd like to see green be tower spamming back here instead of trying to build the town center that he's not going to get. The ships are here. Until the ships are gone, building this is pointless. Build back here out of ship range to try to fortify your position. He also needs to get this town center back up so he can get mercenaries. He's spamming the mercenaries from his main town center. Okay, I was right. The Titan being researched for green now. Surprised we haven't seen a wonder yet. I'm just waiting. Should start the wonder countdown because we know it's going to come eventually. Another good thing, always get architects and masons, people, especially when dealing with the Titan. Like, the best way to defend against the Titan is to get masons and architects, as it slows down the Titan significantly, makes buildings take several more hits to kill, and gives you more time to kill the Titan before it kills all your stuff. So, always get masons and architects, especially against the Titan. Green's got to be careful. With this many villagers near a Titan all grouped up, the Titan can literally kill 20 villagers in one hit. Green, however, does get the town center up as a result. And wisely is pulling the villagers back as well, so just gonna get some forward mercenaries and then also buy some time, and the Titan is gonna take another 7 or 8 hits to kill this town center, giving green critical time to beat on it. Yellow's fortifying this up with towers and stuff, but as soon as green finishes off that Titan gate, he should be able to get his own siege up and retake this position relatively easily. Yellow's Titan's just about dead. I don't want green to rush the Titan. I don't know what his economy's like. Again, I wish this was an extended edition and I had the observer interface to see how many resources are banked. Oh wow, sneak attack here from blue. Takes out the town center with ships, gets a tower up, and is about to take this town center. I don't think purple's gonna stop it. The town center goes up! Oh, that's huge for blue. That can be a game changer right there. Yellow's Titan's still wandering around. If yellow gets this town center up, with blue having the back one, this could cause all sorts of trouble for TBL. Green does have the siege in place. He just needs to refocus the siege on the town center, especially before the siege dies to these ships. Uh-oh. Green cannot let yellow get this town center up. Green's Titan dies, but yellow's Titan dies, but green. Ugh. Uh-oh. The town center goes up for yellow. Huge mistake from green. Oh, the siege hits it just 1 second too late, so yellow's even on green now. Green's economy's also taken significant hits from the Titan. He's sitting around. Blue's got this middle town center, which he's only fortifying. Say, if green has the trade, he should be able to at least hold off yellow's siege push with his mercenary spam. And if he towers up with purple's towers, he can probably push back with his ranged siege potentially. He's got to get rid of these priests because they're just taking up population now, but they will help focus down the colossi. Belly's also going down to tower fire. Also got a big goal spam, which I like. Like to see some towers in front of it as well. So, don't think it's too bad here. Purple wisely trying to shut down blue here, but Blue getting counter infantry out, which are going to destroy these destroyers. At least purple can get the town center down here, it looks like, which will take the population away from blue. Blue being on 4 town centers and having that extra 20 population can defend this much easier, but once it goes down, things will go back in purple's favor. They've also got a lot of palaces here, so strong push up here though. Several colossi and siege towers pushing teal back. It's a 2 versus 1 fight, so that's why. Green again working down this town center of yellow. There we go. Green should have towered much heavier earlier. He's also got to keep the mercenaries going and focusing down this. Still no tower upgrade for green though. He should have crenellations by now, as well as upgraded towers this late in a game like this. Again, I think part of it is his economy has been ravaged a decent bit. Again, with such a narrow map and choke point and team game trade, it just, the raw mercenary spam is so strong. Purple has to get up top though. I don't see production for purple up here either to help his teammate. Purple needs to, he's cleared out the land here. Blue no longer has a land force, but purple's got to go get back up top and help teal. If teal loses this town center, it can have a snowball effect. You can't get this town center up unless you take out the ships, and the way to take out the ships potentially is either your ships or towers along water. One of those 2 options. Teal's playing out of his mind holding this 2 versus 1 push, but it's getting closer to his town center, and once he loses the town center and that 20 population, there's no holding this. Purple has to help up top. So you can see the walls going up for green. He also got his crenellations on his towers and is upgrading towers, which is good. Hopefully he's upgrading his wall too. Town center is about to go down for yellow, which will be really nice for green. That's going to put yellow down 20 population and make it easier for green to hold and push. Add in the fact that green's got the Titan out. I'd love to see green's Titan go up top. Teal just lost his town center there, so green should be fine here. He's got yellow down a town center to begin with and is pushing him back with the mercenary spam. It's his teammates up top who are struggling, so wisely done by green sending the Titan up top. Recognizing the situation. Tesla, I'm gonna kill you for not empowering your trade. I warned you after last week's games. Ugh. Other thing again, he had his trade going to the forward town center, so as it goes down, he's gonna have to reset it to this town center, because it's just gonna stop as a result of the town center dying. I think he did that. They're moving again, so that's good. So, the Titan's not going to be able to stop the siege colossi push. What the Titan can do though is go start killing town centers and putting their opponents down population, which will slow down the push a bit. The fact that purple's back up here again should also help out. Purple was busy defending against blue down here. This indicates a wonder's coming from Lion. You don't just randomly build 10 towers and 2 palaces in the middle of nowhere. This is going to be a wonder location, obviously. The fact that purple's building destroyers back here, though, still puzzles me. Destroyers back here aren't going to kill anything. There are no buildings for them to kill, although blue's forward building again down here. Yellow also managed to get that town center back up, surprisingly. I guess it's the Colossi. Again, I always wonder why people go Horus. I don't think Tornado's worth giving up mummies and then the improved camels. He's not using the spearmen, which Horus gives the bonus for, so he would have been better off getting the upgraded camels and then having the mummies to counter the colossi, especially since raw priests aren't that effective. This game is slowly shifting more and more in TSM's favor. I honestly don't see how TBL is going to come back. This Titan, again, a Titan fighting siege and colossi and towers is not... They're just throwing away the Titan. The Titan's strength isn't killing buildings while getting focus, especially buildings that can just be rebuilt. The Titan needs to be used to kill town centers. Or build a wonder yourself and then use the Titan to kill your opponent's wonder. That would be another really good use of the Titan, but Titan just running into siege and towers is just a dead Titan. And still no wonder coming out either. Green actually getting pushed back here. Part of that has to do with the fact that he's got a Titan taking up 20 population and doing nothing. Purple's also down at town center still. Purple's still building destroyers in the middle of nowhere for no reason. It was Purple's decision to just go all out to take this back that cost them the top. TL held as long as he could, 2 versus 1, but Purple just completely stopped making military basically. Nothing but destroyers down there. That was all Purple had military-wise, and as a result his team faded. I also don't understand all these towers here. Maybe he'll shift them back here where the wonder is, so wonder going down, 9 villagers. Do we see villagers gathering for a counter wonder? I don't see the counter wonder coming. I wonder if TSM feels like they have the upper hand on land enough to just push in. I do like the wall or tower spam here from TL. He's not like retreating to the wonder saying, oh, let's just turtle. He's trying to hold his main town center. Again, if you want to buy time, 10 minutes for the wonder to win you the game, you need to hold your side town centers, otherwise your opponent's just going to get the population advantage and a snowball effect of them crushing through you is just going to occur. So, Green must hold this town center, and Teal must hold this town center, otherwise this game's just going to be over. Looks like Green's Titan got cleaned up. I missed it. Guess he ran and tried to kill his town center. Doesn't even look like he managed to do it. I'd like to see the tower spam coming up from Green again. It's his best option against a Greek opponent. Mercenaries to kill the siege, and then tower spam and counter siege. Alright, so here's the push in. Red bringing a siege in here where the vills are, so Teal's going to be able to take that siege of Red out really cost effectively, so that worked out well for Teal. A few towers die, but not that bad of a trade. Wonder is building slowly. Again, Purple driving me crazy with these destroyers. I know like Blue's forward building a bit, but building defensive destroyers to defend your middle base is not gonna win you the game. Again, it's Purple's destroyer building back here that cost them the top. Teal held by his own 2 versus 1, but Purple's just been screwing around the whole game, building destroyers back here which do nothing. I know he's trying to defend Blue's harass a bit. Oh, 6 colossi and counting from Blue here. Purple's gonna be in for a surprise in a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a lot surrounding this wonder either. Purple better start building spamming. You need walls and stuff to block the path of the Colossi. If the Colossi get on top of that town center, you're not going to kill them in time. This wonder's probably going to go down. Green, meanwhile, struggling to hold his town center here. Just killed off all the siege, so that's going to buy him some more time. Teal also doing a really good job of holding up here. Although it looks like Teal's running back now to help out against the Titan harass, or Colossi harass, sorry, but I think this wonder is going to go down. I still don't know why Purple's been spamming destroyers all game. He should have built Fanatics or Arcus or some other unit that can control the land and prevent Blue from building. He doesn't need destroyers to kill them after the buildings have been built. This wonder is going down any second. Still 6 Colossi beating on it. Oh! Literally 500 HP and that wonder would have lived. Ugh. Alright, Green's coming back a bit. He got his town center back up to full health. Is starting to spam towers like he needs to do. It's upgrading his towers, but has the tower that's about to die, so that's gonna get cancelled. Alright, Wonder Part 2, this time by Teal. I missed how Teal's back town center got taken out. Okay, yeah, I was gonna guess Raiding Cavalry, or Contarius from Red. The heroes get a bonus damage against buildings, so raiding with those. Teal's not the player you want building the Wonder, because at this point Teal's basically abandoning ship, so Teal's gonna lose both his town centers. Teal's gonna have no economy, no production, so Teal's basically out of this game. You're not gonna build a Wonder, hold it for 10 minutes with a player being out of the game like this. Blue's gonna take 6 town centers, and then the siege and Colossi that a Zeus player on 6 town centers can build, or is easily gonna wreck any Titan defense that the purple and Teal can hold. Colossi spam also takes out one of Green's town centers, and is going to try to take out Green's forward town center. So, this is going to be TSM's game for sure at this point. Again, I think the game itself is lagging a bit, guys. I see Seattle MC with the red shield, so I think a little bit of the lag might be the game. And then I think my stream might have issues too, so again, I'll try to look at it over the next week and see what's up. They can spam as many walls as they want, but it's too late. Green's crumbling. Teal's completely crumbled. It's just a matter of time. And yeah, this right now it's the game. The game's stuttering quite significantly itself, not the stream, so. Anybody know why the Twitch stream all of a sudden gives you the quality options? Okay, yeah. 5-second delay is the game, not the stream. This is what they should have done with the first wonder. If they had started this wall spam to block the Colossi movement in the first place when Purple built this original wonder, then they would have been able to save the wonder. This is what they should have done in the first place. Problem here is Blue's got 9 catapults. He's going to build forward infrastructure. I don't like the destroyer spam from Red. I think Red would almost be better off with Arcus spam to kill the remaining army and then kill villagers and stuff. Blue should be able to provide the siege. Destroyers suffer from pathing issues. Destroyers need to be in melee range, and then they also don't do that much damage, so Destroyer Siege isn't as effective as Greek Siege when trying to fight through wall and tower spam like this, so I prefer Red just provide support in the form of units to protect Blue Siege. Green's starting to crumble as well. So still got 9 minutes left. That should be more than enough time. Oh, Yellow should be able to push in eventually. Green's on 1 town center, his trade's done. Oops, huge miscue from Yellow here. Just let Green take that town center again with 6 catapults in range that could have easily stopped it. If Green had the gold, he could now merc spam and kill all the siege, but I think Green's pretty much gold starved at this point, so it doesn't matter. It also looks like, yeah, Blue lost his 8 catapults to Teal's army. I'm not sure why Blue has a high pasties army. Hops are more effective against buildings, so I don't know why Blue's spamming them. It's a bit confusing. What Blue does need is the siege, so he needs to spam the fortresses and start pumping out the catapults and siege towers again. Killing off town centers is helpful. Stop the mercenary spam, stop the gold trade, although the gold trade's pretty much already stopped. Surprised Yellow still hasn't been able to push in here on Green. He was down to 1 town center at one point, and his trade's been dead for a while. Okay, this is wisely done by Blue, realizing there's a giant hole here where there's only 1 layer of wall protecting the wonder back here. So Blue wisely attacking through here, instead of going through all these layers back here. I'd like to see the fortresses from Blue go up here and start pumping siege through here as well. Still surprised they haven't taken out that town center either. Still plenty of time, and again, the economies for TSM are all in place, so they'll just keep pumping units while as these towers die. TBL won't even have the economy to remake them, so continued wall spam down here is nice micro, but yellow actually is being pushed back by green here. This makes me a little concerned. Now if you're green, you need to start mercenary spamming. If you've got the gold, start mercenary spamming off of your back town center. That said, I hear a lot of buildings crumbling. Colossi are in range, as well as the catapults. It looks like the catapults are in range. The towers are dying. So, green did his part in holding off yellow, but okay. Holding off yellow, what yellow had there. Here come 10, 13 Colossi from yellow. And there goes the Wonder. Good game. If you do have to deal with the Wonder like that, the answer isn't Colossi like yellow just spams. You need to get the catapults, like blue did. The problem with the Colossi against this is they have all sorts of pathing issues and are just inefficient because of that. If this were an actual fortified Wonder with the economies remaining for TBL and heroes, they could easily block the Colossi's pathing to death and then kill them. You need to like slowly